So the axle has been removed. You take the lower ball joint out and the fork bolt. Lift up on the whole arm. The ball joint will pop out. Sometimes you might have to put the nut on there, butt it up to the end of the threads, right there, and then hit it a few times, and then it'll loosen itself up. I have replaced my ball joints, but with me being lower, it's probably going to end up needing to be replaced again in a couple months, depending on how much I drive. Before I pull the axle out of the transmission, I need to drain the transmission. So I waited for that until I got to the bottom. You want to use a 3/8 drive, or socket, I'm sorry. The drain hole is here, and it just pops in. So like you know, righty tighty, lefty loosey. And you're gonna pull it and twist it out. That's it. I hate to let all this fluid out and not reuse it.
What's up, man? Y'all doing all right?
What's going on, eBay?
Chilling, man, chilling.
My homeboy eBay came through.
Oh, yeah, man. Seeing what's going on, man.
Getting ready to pull it, man. I'm about to drain the transmission fluid. And if I reuse this pill, it's all fresh fluid. I just put this in there, so I might keep this. I ain't even gonna lie. I might reuse it. Because I ain't really fond of letting it just go to waste. Yep. Yeah. So we're just gonna let that drain out. All that good clean fluid. You don't see any metal shavings in there. That's a plus.
Oh, yeah. Doggone. Oh, yeah. Man, you done knocked it out.
Yeah, I would have had it out faster, but I'm trying to do this little tutorial video, so it's slow motion because I got to kind of explain things.
Yeah.
Oh, that gold liquid. It don't even have no funny smell to it. It still smells like it came fresh out the bottle. I had just done a clutch job on this transmission and everything. I put a brand new clutch in, flywheel, everything. I went with XL8R, which was an extremely expensive clutch for no reason. But you know how that go. So I'll probably just pour this back into an empty bottle that I got this clean so I can reuse it. Because Honda fluid is not cheap. I know y'all will probably say, hey, don't reuse the fluid, get new ones, but it's clean and I'm gonna do it anyway because it's my car. Yeah. Even on the magnet, it's clear. And by draining this into here and reusing it, I'll have the exact amount that I need. So if you're not sure how much should go in there, you can put this in a old oil jug that you have that's cleaned out, and that's measured it that way. That way you know the exact amount to put back in, or just look up specs. As you can see, it's nighttime, so I'm doing this at night. Can you grab that one bucket out of the house, that black one, like what we use for the mop? It's one over there, I think, by the refrigerator.
Not the one you use for the mop, but another one?
Yeah, another one. Because I'm going to drain the oil in that one. Alright, so while I'm under here, I'll show you what else needs to be done. The exhaust bolts need to be taken off. I think mine were either 13 millimeter or 14. I can't quite remember. But it should be 3 right here and 3 on the other one right here. You'll take those out and then it'll drop down. I don't necessarily have to remove it from there because what you see, I got a third cat delete. It does not have a code. It doesn't throw a check engine. It'll still pass emissions. And we're almost done. And with that being said, when I remove the axle, what you can see right there, it will leak a little bit of fluid still. Huh? I think that's good enough for me. So return the bolt. Hands all messy now. And I'm just gonna tighten that back up. There is a torque spec for this, which I'll use once I put the fluid back in. Also, every time you do an oil change or a change on transmission fluid, this little crush washer, this little seal right here, replace those just to keep from leaking, which this car didn't have any leaks really because I had sealed everything up. So before I remove the exhaust bolts here and the other ones here, I'm going to drain the oil. It's a 17 millimeter. Same process as doing the transmission. Put it on there. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. And you're good to go. Same thing, replace the crush washer with a new one. And let's take this back for the flow too. Try to get a good angle on it. Just have done an oil job on this too, oil change. Ooh, I barely hit the jug. Even the oil still look clean. No maddening, just slight metal, about the normal amount. We'll just let that drain right there. So since I'm down here and I'm letting the oil finish draining, I'll remove that torque bar, the one I was talking about from the top. There's a 14 millimeter here, and I think there's 2 more on the top. And we just and it is on there tight. Will you hand me that electric wrench? The red one, the little small one up top. Yeah, appreciate it. I know the video might be a little bit of confusing or amateurish, but this is my first video, so it is what it is. And by removing this nut, the engine's not gonna fall on you or anything. It's still held in by all of the metal. I could pull that out with the engine itself, or just leave it in there, or take it off completely. It really just depends on how I'm gonna do it. So now that my oil is pretty much drained, I'll put the bolt back in there. I will replace that crush ring when I do a new oil change. Well, actually I won't, because it'll have a new one on the new engine or the new block. Alright, So now we remove these, which should be 14 millimeters as well. And it is. And I'll use an impact. If you don't have an impact, you're just gonna have to use the extension and put some muscle on it.